Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Brown. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got the back over the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps looking downfield. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Breeze. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. At the 45 on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Breeze. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Wilson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Lowers those pads. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Voorhees. Still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is good. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Breeze. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
at this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Powell. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sending the offense back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Looking to throw, it's Breeze. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gonna look downfield again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That's caught. It's Brown. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Smashes through the tackle. And into the end zone. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Making side adjustments here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Breeze. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He rifles one deep to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal, you're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away, live to fight another down.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw, it's Breeze. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing on the run. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Pressure coming. Looking for a big gain. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. And the returner goes down. Gators sending the offense back to work. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll pitch it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Back to the ground with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Voorhees. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig scene.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's pass screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking for a man. It's Breeze. Steps away. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Got his man. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive and they take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it to the back. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fierce the pressure. This time it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
I've been there before, and I know how hard it is on 3rd and long in the red zone to not try and force a football in a small window. But when you do that, oftentimes you end up throwing costly interceptions that can lose you the game. Great job there by the QB throwing it away.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Breeze. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
First down for the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their fronts...
Wide open spaces. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Gators are flying down the field. To the air, it's Breeze. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to sling it on 2nd down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Gators! And here they come almost all the way back. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and
10. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Breeze. Finds his man. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. On the run, it's Ball. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Here comes the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Breeze. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Buying some time. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch down the right side. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in this 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Goes to the option. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking downfield, it's Breeze. Extending the play. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another